While spectating Caldera solos, I was proved wrong. And I mean so terribly wrong. And I think you guys might have the same thing happen to you. But if it does, make sure to drop the video a like, subscribe to the page. And hey, if you're looking for friends to play with, make sure to join the Discord. Discord.gg/expel.
Can't give me key. Can't give me key, huh? Huh? You're just not good enough, bud.
Okay, well, we just won't talk about that. No! Just kidding. It's spectating time, everybody. Good to see you here. And let's get ready to spectate. Listen, I dropped down. I landed at peak. Okay. And I basically let someone kill me. Basically. But now we get to spectate them. So he is just sitting on this rooftop waiting for this guy to come in. He gets his shot off. Really, my goal with landing here was to give you guys a look at the best players in the lobby, right? Let's be real. Usually we see some pretty bad players. It is what it is. That's all right. That's all right. It happens. Someone's got to be bad, and it's not going to be me. Just kidding. I sometimes I feel like I might be the worst player in the game. But here we go. We got Bolas de Acero. Matt, please look that up and see if that is a curse word in Spanish or something. Just making sure. I don't want to look it up, so you can look it up. Just mute me out. I'm gonna call him D. We're gonna call him D or B. We can call him B. Let's call him B. So we got B here, and he just grabbed himself. Oh, he's rocking the Blixie, dude. Let me tell you, I actually have a video coming out on this gun on the second channel, Expel Uncut. Go check it out. It is nasty. It is a nasty, nasty gun. Now, he's got a different setup than I use. I use the 36 round mag, and I find that it does a lot more damage to the torso. But if you run the one with a 54 round mag, you actually get more damage to the head. So if you run it on controller, you might want to try out the one that does more damage to the head, which is the 54 round mag. But for me, I usually try and hit the biggest mass that I can, which is usually their body, their torso. It's because I have no aim assist, you know? I have to deal with whatever my aim is. I don't get any help with what I'm doing here. Everybody likes to think that I have something. Rest assured, if you watch me long enough, you'll see me miss all my shots because I don't have anything. And it's kind of sad how bad I am sometimes. But either way, he's got 2 eliminations, one of which is me. And he missed out on an elimination earlier of a guy flying in. We saw that. But if I'm him in this situation, you know what? How about this? How about we change it up? Today's video, instead of focusing on tips that I would recommend, which I might have a few here and there, instead of going hardcore focus, let's actually tap into the way that I think as a player, like regularly, right? So in this scenario, I'm going hard in the paint. I'm going to grab onto this right here and I'm going to launch straight up. Now, what I would do is try and position myself on the right here, exactly how he's doing. I actually love this. He's doing really well. I'm going to position myself over where this guy was and try and get the elimination on the guy above, because if I land up top, I'm just not like, I wasn't able to get the elimination earlier. There was a guy up here and he was getting shot at by him. So what do you do in that scenario? Do you just sit there and go to the same place and hope for, you know, a different outcome? No, you don't. You try and go to the same place that the guy was so that you can eliminate him. But the guy's not up here. So at this point, what I would do is just dive right off, hit the redeploy balloon, and work my way over to somewhere that's a little more hot, because he's just sitting here. He's just vibing out. It doesn't really make sense to sit there for me. I just don't believe in it because, you know, I could be getting a lot more eliminations. First of all, I do need to say, I apologize. You're going to hear me say, you know, here and there. I got a comment about it recently, and I didn't realize I did it as often as I did until I got that comment. But also, I would like to say, if you want to nitpick what I am saying, I would like to say, please fly me out so that I can nitpick everything that you say while you're at your job. That would be great. I'd love to talk about your vocabulary, buddy. We got B out here dropping bombs. I think, did he just see a guy on the roof? No, I don't think he did. But he got a nice little clap right there. And the guy that ran out, he went for the buy station and he did it really smart. He had good trigger discipline. Instead of just popping a shot as soon as he ran out, what he did is he waited for the guy to slow down. And once the guy slowed down, he stopped actually at the buy station and he took the shot, which is a smart thing to do. Now, the one problem that I have with this guy is that it looks like he might just want to sit up here. Reason being, he has that Type 99 that just, you know, isn't as great as he'd like it to be. I don't know why he's, unless this is the What is it called? Oh no, I can't think what it is. The 3-line? Is this the 3-line? Or is this the Type 99? I'm not 100% certain. You guys will have to let me know, but he's got a guy flying in right here. Does he take the shot? Yeah, see, I kind of like this guy. He seems to take it nice and slow. Brother! Brother! Oh my God. What? What is... Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, go ahead and drop in. Drop in. It's actually really funny when I first started playing this game, I had a TikTok class that I used, and I think that was the 3-line rifle, and I think we're gonna start seeing the 3-line rifle a lot more. I actually got some crazy gameplay with it recently. Sadly, we lost the game, so that video will never make it anywhere, but it was disgusting. I was just popping people left and right, tapping them in the heads. Easy peasy. And that poor guy was sitting in the corner. Can we talk about something? I think this is Warzone's biggest problem right now. They fixed a lot of things. You know, there's a couple of cheat websites that are doing like free giveaways for cheats and stuff just to ruin the game, I guess. But aside from that, there's not a lot of problems. You don't get a lot of issues in the game now that they've fixed most of the things. But one thing that I have a massive, massive problem with is how dark this game is. First of all, why can't we bring it back to where it's vibrant? I know that, you know, they got rid of all the leaves and trees and stuff like that. That's fantastic. That's great. I'm happy with that. However, why is it still so dreary? It dried out. It didn't get sad. You know, like we made it into season 4. We should have got a little bit of bump in vibrance. I actually really loved it when it was super vibrant. It felt great. It was fun to play. I just enjoyed it a lot. Oh, there's another guy coming in. But now I feel like because it's so dark and dreary, you get into certain places on the map that are literally impossible to see your enemy unless you've already been there for like a minute and they show up. Because I'll be in like the tunnel down below and I can't see anything happening. Like, what is going on? I can't see anybody. And again, we see this guy, by the way, up top, which just, this is the worst kind of player. Can we get that out there, guys? Don't be this guy. Don't be this guy. There's a reason he missed all of his shots earlier with his sniper rifle. It's because he doesn't play at all enough aggressively to get into a lot of gunfights. And he's real. Don't get me wrong. You can play like this, but it's not a good idea if you're looking to get better. So sitting up top right here, he's just not ever going to like get better. He's just hoping that his skill that he's acquired from just sniping over the course of 400 years is going to play well for him. And that's kind of where you end up failing as a player, is you could get better by pushing up and finding people and then sniping them, but you're just waiting for everyone to come to you. And because he's at peak, this is also the worst kind of player, is to sit up top on peak here, because it really is the most frustrating thing when you go up to peak because you're looking for a gunfight, and instead of a gunfight, you just get one tap to the head by a guy that's got full cover. Honestly, I think the best thing to do here would be to get rid of these rocks on the side. If you want to take this high ground here, you have to get destroyed by everyone else because it is broken. You should not be able to take high ground and just be able to sit here for the entirety of the game. You know what? I dropped peak and I tried to die to the best player, and it seems like the best player was just this guy that has full intentions on sitting on top of peak. And now he can't get back up. He got a free self-revive. That's not bad. The cool thing is he does still have his gulag, so he could easily just go push people and come back. But does he care? No, he does not care. I don't think he has enough faith in himself to push people and die in the gulag, or like, and not die in the gulag, I mean. Because easily you could just die, come back, get your guns and stuff like that, but he's just refusing to. And the funny thing is he's got $8,700. So he could go get UAVs and things of that nature and be absolutely fine to find additional people, but he's just not. Ooh, okay, are we gonna go for it? Go for it. There's no one here, bro. It's been 10 hours. You've been sitting here for 20 days, man. Yep. Just vibe out. We're good. I'll just sit here. Please, don't kill him. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let's go. He's been sitting here so long. I just want to see him die by someone that actually wants to push people. But I know he's going to one-tap this guy to the head. Ooh, see, watch. He gets the one tap. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Now he's out of plates at this point. Oh, he got shot, or he got hit with the grenade. Please. He's low on health. No. Let's go. Eliminate him, baby. You got a minute and 15. End his career. You didn't close the doors behind you. Always close the door behind you. What are you, raised in a barn, you goofball?
Were you raised in the barn?
Now we get to spectate someone that it seems to actually be pushing and was bunny hopping and things of that nature. He's level 129 already, which, what level am I? I'm level 138. So this guy's right below me, but okay, he's got dark matter on a Blixen, which is full sus, but I mean, I guess they did that trade-off thing recently. It was a little glitch where you could, if you had it, you could use it on other guns. I don't think he's cheating, but he did use a little glitch to do that. But you know what? This guy's our savior, so that we don't have to watch that guy for the rest of the game, okay? This guy is our savior. God dang it. God dang it. All right, go inside. Go inside. Close the doors. He can close the doors. Guys, if I have to give you one tip, it's close the goddamn doors behind you. Because you never hear the guy coming. Just like that. You know that he's going to come through. So close the doors behind you. As soon as he slaps them open, you know when to push. I don't understand how people don't understand this. It should be common knowledge. Guys, close the door behind you. I don't care. I don't care where you're at. Always close the door. It's an audio cue. It blows my mind that people don't do this. He already has Serpentine, I guess. Blows my mind to see people not closing doors behind them, especially really good players like that guy right there that we saw was bunny hopping and skipping and jumping around. And now this guy, I'm pretty sure, is getting sniped at by the guy from earlier. Landed back in, got his guns, and now he's like trying to go hard in the paint. If we have to... If we have to see that guy one more time. Yep. No. Straight south. Stop standing still, you goofy goober. Why do people ego challenge this? It makes no sense. That is a really bad ego challenge out of this guy. I was so happy to see the guy just a second ago, but he just missed out on everything just because he didn't close the door. I'm telling you, you close the door, you hear the audio cue, you know the guy's pushing in. Also, you have to remember there's a guy in this building right here. So there's a chance that he could get shot while he's flying out, which I'm assuming is why he's flying so close to the edge here, so that it's not out in the open where he can get shot. It's good play. But good gravy, man. People just get all over me with these small little details. I'm gonna have to throw this in a tip video. Close doors behind you. Seriously, I'm gonna write this down literally right now. My God. Pitches and ideas. Close the door behind you. All right, it's written down. I just have like a section in my personal Discord that I use with like my my editors and my graphics designer, to where we can just like throw out ideas for certain things. So I dropped it in there. That way in the future, whenever I go to make a tip video, I can drop that in the video. Now he just grabbed Tempered, which is a whole game changer here. In this situation, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to jump back on this and go up top, which would eventually lead to my demise, right? At some point. But it's all about getting reps in for me. Like, that's what I do. I'm not telling you to play exactly like I play. I don't think it's a good idea to play exactly like I play, because for me, I'm playing to get content. You're playing to enjoy the game and get wins. So if you play exactly like me, it's a bad idea. That's why I think it's really funny when people are like, oh, not everybody wants to play like you. I don't want you to play like me. That's a stupid thing to do. Don't do that. I'm playing for like 6 hours a day just to get one gameplay, because I got such an ego whenever I'm playing. You need to play smart, you know? I just play dumb and reckless so that I can hope that it all goes off of my skill. There's 14 players left in fourth circle, and it's this big. If I could just say it another time, maybe add the players back. You know, I don't think it'd be the worst thing if we had 150 players. That's all I'm saying. I know that it's like a console issue, but 135, I don't know, just split the middle. Like, it doesn't make sense to have so few players. Oh, if he... Oh, you should have stopped shooting. You should have stopped shooting. Oh. Oh, he can't even use it. Now, in about a minute and a half, what's going to happen is they're actually going to go away. But he's going to get, I think, a couple of grand just for having a redeploy token and a gulag token, which I think is great, actually. I love that you now have tokens, and the tokens give you cash, which is super helpful. But it doesn't mean that the cash is going to be, you know, that great at the end of the game whenever there's 2 buy stations in the map, or in the circle. So could actually fall to your detriment, to your demise, if you try to go for those in the late game. Now, he just got shot from behind, and at this point, I'm dropping straight down. I'm getting as low as I can. This guy's way too high. I know he's trying to give himself room, but there's a much larger chance that he gets shot here if he doesn't just drop to the ground. He could just run from there to there. So I don't know why he wouldn't have done that. But I guess the guy with the sniper was too scared to even go for it. So you can't really argue with that. Now, he's taken the building, and I will say he thinks this is a power position, and in some way it is. However, with the circle being what it is, he doesn't know where the next circle is, right? He doesn't know where it's going to end up. So if he sits in this building, there's a large likelihood that the people over here could have to push towards him, or there's a large likelihood that the people behind him have to push towards him. Now, if the people behind him have to push towards him, I'd say there's a much higher chance that he dies. And the reason why is because there's a less amount of area over here than there is over here. And this is all in one small, tiny, like little space where all the buildings are. But behind, there's a lot of space. So he could start shooting at someone, let's say up on the hill, and then get beamed by someone a little bit further back because he's now out in the open for the most part, unless he stays specifically within the building. Now, if you heard that, there was a loadout that dropped right beside him, and now a guy's landed right beside him. The guy's not going to come inside, I don't believe, because I would say the guy's going for his loadout, which landed literally right beside him. He'd probably go inside now, if anything. This guy's terrified. He's terrified, and this is not good. He's got dead silence, so it wouldn't hurt him to pop dead silence and then slow peek that door and then slap out the other door, right? So what you do is you ADS, you slowly crack that door open, and then you run around to the other side. But with dead silence, he could outplay this enemy easily, but I think the guy's either on the roof or on the porch of the building. I'm not 100% sure, obviously, because I can't see him. But based on the audio cues, that or he somehow got away without making any noise or footsteps or anything like that, which, you know, fair enough. It is Warzone. The audio sucks. Which is funny. I thought they were supposed to fix that in season like 3 Reloaded, but in reality, it came in season 4, and then in season 4, they still didn't fix it. So it's like, what are we doing here? Come on. We're trying to fix things, all right? Now, on the map here, we see that there's a guy popping up right here, and this guy should immediately be looking out that direction to see where they're going, but he's not looking at the map. Luckily, he gets the knock here, but he wasn't looking at the map the whole time. And the reason that I know that is he heard it, but he didn't look directly where they would have been. Because what I do is I would like ping on the map and then look exactly where the ping is. That's really the best thing you can do in that scenario to make sure that you're looking in the right spot if you don't have the ability to just look at a straight line to where they're at. And you can do that by looking at the pointer in the top left, your little like arrow person, and then point it directly at wherever the circle is, the little red dot on your mini map is. And that's, oh, so I can hear behind him right now. You guys probably can't hear it. We usually turn the volume down just a hair, just for the accusations, make people think that it's not there. But, oh my God. Yeah, he's dead. No. Stay sharp. Bro. All right, you know what? You got my respect. I think this happens pretty much every time we're spectating, but I get really excited whenever I say, well, he's dead and he doesn't die. That's my one thing. If you can make it past that, you have my respect, all right? I thought he was going to die there. So you know what? We're rooting for him, okay? We're rooting for Mr. Husky here. He is about to pop off. Now, like I said, he was waiting for these people. That's what I said earlier. I don't know if you remember it, but I said he's hoping these people have to come in, and that's going to be an easier play for him. But he also has to go in, which is kind of a bit of a problem. So in this scenario, he should not run out that way. He also shouldn't be peeking out this way. He doesn't need to like peek his head out. What he needs to do is he needs to rotate up top, work his way down. Because if he does that, it puts him at the best position on the map, which is always, say it with me now,
high ground.
High ground is a big deal, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a joke. It allows you the best positioning because people can't really see you as well as you can see them. Plus, I feel like your bullets fly more properly if you're aiming down. I don't know. Maybe physics don't actually work in this game, but if you walk straight in, I'm going to be a little sad. I'm really looking forward to seeing this man pop off here, but I'm going to need him to... I will say he's very cautious, which is interesting because most people, like at my skill level, you just kind of wait for people to shoot at you because when you have good movement, it doesn't really matter. So usually when I'm giving tips, I'm recommending it to the average player. But when you get to the high skill, like lobbies, it's not going to help. It's not going to help because what that comes down to is, one, if you're at the highest skill, you have to play a completely different way. If you're at like the medium high skill, you really like just run out. And if someone pops shots at you, you should have movement to immediately get cover. You should pay attention to all the things around you to get cover and things like that. But in this scenario, what is his cover? You know, it's not bad, but it's not good, right? Because if he's to turn around, he could see that he really doesn't have a place to go because the storm's there. Now, he also has to move in. There's two other people, and it's a safe assumption that if he would have taken this backside, he would have had these fences. He could have easily pushed up to this building and been in already. That way, he doesn't have to move in. But now, because we're at the end of the game, and this is where I like to say, I'm sorry, Isaac, Mr. Iceman Isaac, your pinwheel rotation makes no sense. Because when you get to the end of the game now, it makes no sense now. It used to whenever people were new to the game. But it makes no sense now because people will go in the circle just so they can wait for you to push them. That's what I do. I think it's a smart play because people always think, oh, if I just slowly go in, it'll be fine. No, why are you wasting your durable gas mask? You need to use this in late game in a clutch moment. But if you use the pinwheel rotation, right? And you slowly go in with the circle instead of before the circle starts coming in, people are going to be expecting that. So they wait in the circle, and as soon as you start moving, bop, you're done. That's it. End of the game. And that's why I'm hoping that Husky here actually stops using his gas mask. Now, I will say, right here, there was a guy. He would have got that kill if he would have slowly rotated around. This guy just wasted his whole gas mask for literally no reason. He could have used that in the late game. But instead, he wasted it. Now he's got to play the game completely different, knowing that he doesn't have a second chance. Now, that guy's just gone inside. And if you paid attention to what that guy was doing, Matt's going to roll it back for you. He was looking at the other building, which should immediately tell you that there's a high likelihood that there's a guy in that other building. And what building I'm talking about, this guy was on here. He was looking over here. So there should be a guy over on that left side, which should mean this is free to go to. Now, in this scenario, what I'm doing is I'm getting on the roof. I should be right here. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I said that that guy would be there. And gosh dang it, it's all about little cues. You just pay attention to where people are at, where people are looking, where people are shooting. Now, this guy actually got good circle, but he doesn't know how to get on the roof. He waits for the kill. Wait for the kill. Wait for him to get the kill. If he waits for him to get the kill, it's free for the win. Should be one down. Don't push. Just wait. Free kill there. That's a win. Come on, baby. Get that last kill, baby. Yes. Gosh dang it. We watched that man for the whole game just to get that win. Good gravy. GG's, baby. Make sure to check out the video on screen. And hey, drop the video a like if you enjoyed it. I love you. Have a great day.